History whispers. It speaks to us across millennia, carrying tales of triumph and tragedy, of empires that rise and fall, of ordinary people who lived extraordinary lives. And then there are figures so monumental, so shrouded in both reverence and mystery, that their stories continue to echo through the ages, challenging our assumptions and igniting our imaginations. You think you know Jesus? Think again. His life, a tapestry woven from ancient scriptures, historical fragments, and enduring faith, is rife with surprises. It's a story that has been told and retold for centuries, yet beneath the familiar narratives lie hidden depths, unexpected twists, and startling revelations that challenge our understanding of history, faith, and even ourselves. Join us now, as we embark on a journey through time, peeling back the layers of history to uncover 5 shocking things you didn't know about Jesus. These aren't just historical footnotes, they are windows into the world he lived in, the people he knew, and the profound impact he continues to have on us today. Imagine the bustling marketplaces of ancient Galilee, a melting pot of cultures and languages. Aramaic, the language of the common people, filled the air, a symphony of bartering and conversation. Now picture a young Jesus, navigating this vibrant world, his own voice joining the chorus. While we often envision Jesus speaking in parables and pronouncements, his linguistic repertoire likely extended far beyond what we might imagine. Aramaic, the language of his people, was undoubtedly his mother tongue. But in the Galilee of his time, knowing multiple languages wasn't just impressive, it was essential. Hebrew, the sacred language of his ancestors and their holy scriptures, would have been familiar to Jesus from a young age. Every Sabbath, in the synagogue, he would have heard the Torah chanted and the prophets proclaimed in the ancient tongue, its rhythms and poetry seeping into his soul. And then there's Greek, the lingua franca of the Roman Empire, the language of commerce, culture, and intellectual discourse. As a crossroads of trade and travel, Galilee was infused with Greek influence. It's highly probable that Jesus, engaging with merchants, travelers, and even Roman officials, would have utilized this language as well. Imagine the richness of his teachings, the subtle nuances conveyed through different languages, each one resonating with a particular audience. Picture him debating with learned scholars in Hebrew, sharing parables with fishermen in Aramaic, and engaging with Roman centurions in Greek. The multilingual Jesus challenges our preconceived notions and reveals a man deeply connected to the diverse world around him. His ability to communicate across cultural and linguistic barriers speaks volumes about his empathy, his wisdom, and his mission to reach all people. Have you ever wondered what happened to Jesus between his childhood visit to the temple and the start of his ministry? These lost years, spanning from age 12 to 30, are largely absent from the canonical Gospels, leaving a tantalizing gap in our understanding of his life. While the Bible offers only glimpses into this period, other ancient texts, often shrouded in controversy, provide intriguing if speculative accounts of Jesus' youth. Some suggest he traveled east, immersing himself in the wisdom of Buddhist monks or Hindu sages. Others propose he ventured west, absorbing the philosophies of Greek thinkers and Egyptian mystics. While we may never know for certain where Jesus traveled or what he experienced during this time, it's fascinating to consider the possibilities. Did he delve into ancient scrolls in Alexandria's vast library? Did he debate philosophy with scholars in Athens? Did he witness firsthand the wonders of the Silk Road, encountering cultures and beliefs vastly different from his own? These journeys, if they occurred, would have profoundly shaped the man who emerged to preach a message of love, forgiveness, and radical inclusivity. They hint at a thirst for knowledge, a yearning to connect with the wider world, and a deep empathy for all humanity. Imagine Jesus, the young seeker, absorbing wisdom from diverse traditions, his heart and mind expanding with each new encounter. These experiences, far from contradicting his teachings, could have enriched his understanding of humanity's shared yearning for meaning and connection. The lost years of Jesus, though shrouded in mystery, remind us that even the most extraordinary lives contain periods of growth, exploration, and transformation that shape who they become. Chapter 3. The image of Jesus as a carpenter is deeply ingrained in our collective imagination. We envision him as a young man, strong and capable, working alongside his earthly father Joseph, shaping wood into intricate designs. But what if Jesus' trade involved more than just carpentry? The word tekton, often translated as carpenter in the Bible, had a broader meaning in first-century Palestine. It encompassed a range of skilled crafts including stonemasonry, which was in high demand during a time of significant construction projects under King Herod's reign. Imagine Jesus, not just as a carpenter shaping wood, but as a tecton shaping stone, his hands calloused from chiseling and lifting heavy blocks. Picture him working on grand structures like the impressive synagogues of Galilee, or even the magnificent temple in Jerusalem. This perspective sheds new light on Jesus' parables and teachings. When he speaks of building a house on solid rock, is he drawing from personal experience not just as a carpenter, but as a stonemason who understands the importance of a strong foundation? The possibility that Jesus possessed skills beyond carpentry adds another layer to our understanding of him as a man of practical knowledge and experience. It reminds us that he wasn't just a spiritual teacher, but a man who understood the value of hard work, craftsmanship, and contributing to the well-being of his community. So, the next time you encounter the image of Jesus as a carpenter, consider the broader implications of his trade. He was a builder in the truest sense of the word, not just of physical structures but of bridges between people, of a community of faith, and of a kingdom built on love, compassion, and justice. Chapter 4. The Gospels tell us that Jesus had brothers, even naming some James, Joses, Judas, and Simon. The existence of sisters is also mentioned, though their names and stories remain untold. This fact often surprises people, challenging the traditional view of Jesus as an only child. The presence of siblings introduces a fascinating dynamic to our understanding of Jesus' upbringing. Imagine the bustling household of Mary and Joseph, filled with the laughter, squabbles, and shared experiences of a large family. Did Jesus have a favorite sibling he confided in? Did he experience sibling rivalry or the protective instincts of an older brother? Did he help care for his younger siblings, teaching them about their faith and traditions? These questions offer a glimpse into the human side of Jesus, reminding us that he experienced the joys and challenges of family life just like we do. It also raises intriguing questions about the relationships within his family, particularly after he began his public ministry. Did his siblings believe in his teachings right away, or did they struggle to reconcile the brother they knew with the Son of God he claimed to be? The Gospels hint at initial skepticism from his family, suggesting a complex and evolving dynamic. The presence of siblings in Jesus' life adds a layer of realism and relatability to his story. It reminds us that even within the extraordinary circumstances of his birth and calling, he experienced the universal joys, challenges, and complexities of family relationships. Chapter 5. We celebrate Jesus' birth on December 25th, but the truth is, we don't know the exact date of his birth. The Bible offers no specific date, and the choice of December 25th as Christmas Day evolved over centuries, influenced by both pagan traditions and early Christian practices. In ancient Rome, December 25th marked the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year, celebrated as the rebirth of the sun god, Sol Invictus. As Christianity spread, early church leaders strategically chose this date to coincide with existing pagan festivities, incorporating elements of these celebrations into the Christian tradition. By associating Jesus' birth with the return of light and the promise of renewal, they offered a powerful symbol of hope and salvation during a time of darkness and uncertainty. The winter solstice, once a celebration of a pagan deity, was transformed into a celebration of the birth of the true light of the world. While the historical accuracy of December 25th as Jesus' birthday is debatable, the significance of Christmas transcends a specific date. It's a time for reflection, for celebrating the gift of love and hope embodied in the story of Jesus' birth, and for extending compassion and generosity to others. Whether you celebrate Christmas on December 25th or on another day, whether you view it as a religious holiday or a secular celebration, the underlying message of hope, love, and renewal resonates deeply with people of all faiths and backgrounds. So, as we gather with loved ones, exchange gifts, and reflect on the meaning of Christmas, let us remember the true spirit of the season, a spirit of generosity, compassion, and the unwavering belief in the power of light to overcome darkness. We've journeyed through time, peeling back the layers of history, to reveal a Jesus more complex and captivating than we might have imagined. From his multilingual abilities to the mysteries of his lost years, from his skills as a tecton to the realities of his family life, And from the evolution of Christmas, we've uncovered surprising truths that challenge our assumptions and deepen our understanding. But this is just the beginning. The more we delve into the life and times of Jesus, the more we realize how much there is to learn, to question, and to discover. His story is an ongoing conversation, an invitation to engage with history, faith, and our own beliefs in new and meaningful ways. Which of these surprised you the most? Comment below. And if you love discovering hidden truths, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a revelation.